out for 5 weeks with an abdominal tear. And hopefully we could build off that momentum from game 1. Although the Jaguars are a pretty good team too, so let's go ahead and skip this whole pregame thing. They don't really do too much with it. And let's go ahead and set this Super Sim up. This time, hopefully, I don't have the hiccup that I had last time. Jump to end of game. And I'm going to try to keep my paddle on throughout this game.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
And Corey kicks it off, and it's going to be a touchback to start the game.
This one coming out to the 25-yard line.
After this game, I got to order some dinner, so
they'll be led out by their quarterback out of Central Florida.
Yeah.
It's Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles. He's pretty underrated in real life. You know, I always thought he kind of sucked. And I said they'd never show me this, but they keep showing me. So apparently,
so many people were in shock. They couldn't believe that the Jacksonville Jaguars had not tipped their hand ahead of time.
Here we go.
I think they were very happy to get him once they did.
Now the former
Chris Ivory, he's one of my favorite running backs in football in real life.
There, 2nd and 8.
I had him on my fantasy league last year,
and now the starting
and he kept putting up numbers for us.
And Julius Thomas highlighted, my friend.
Brandon, he's one of the latest in a long line of basketball players turned football players who have had great success, and he uses those basketball skills to get open in his pass routes.
I like Julius Thomas too from his days as the Broncos. I don't think they use him right in Jacksonville. Then again, he doesn't have Peyton Manning playing for him anymore, so. And there's a penalty there. Holding on the offense. They had a first down, but Jeremy Parnell just ruined that for them. In last game, we did not allow any points after the first 5 minutes of the game. So we're looking for our defense to give us. Wow, Chris Ivory was going until, you know, he called that good enough. And I'm going to go ahead. My headset just beeped at me, so I'm going to go ahead and make sure that that's still working, that you guys can still hear me. Otherwise, I'm going to feel really weird. Go ahead and check here. So you guys are going to hear a little bit of an echo here because I'm going to be watching the live stream.
And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and
yep, all right. So you guys can hear me fine. Sorry about that. I had to check that out real quick.
On the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
And looks in like 2nd and 6. And we got a viewer. I'm sure that's Gavin or Troy. They were watching earlier. And wow, Bortles looking good so far.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
R. Green. Never really heard of him, but
maybe in a little flexed out position
nice
because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So far, more competitive start to the game than last game. I like the long drives because, you know, it adds more realism. I don't like it when it's 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Because I think this kind of feels like defenses are too strong. It's hard to get a good balance on Madden, you know. 3 and outs are going to happen on Madden just because there's so much going on all the time. And Alec Hearns is going to catch that there, and Blake Bortles looks pretty good going early here.
And that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
And when your receivers say are 6'2" or taller, you get those big body guys.
And Chris Ivory gets stuffed by Dave Canone and Curtis Smithers. 4th and 1, 38-yard line. I'm assuming that's out of the field goal range, but I guess anything goes sometimes. We're not defending the punt, so interesting. And Burns is going to fair catch that one, but it's going to be a touchback anyway.
This will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And leading them out, their veteran quarterback.
Veteran quarterback, huh? That's my 2nd game. But I guess that makes me a veteran. then I'm a veteran. And like I said, Van Gordon is out, so expect an uptick in usage from Tribble and Marshall Brown and Dylan Brown starting this game off. Jesus. Very first play of the game, and he does something he couldn't do at all yesterday, and that's get a touchdown or a big run.
With his first career NFL touchdown, and the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead.
Nobody even could touch him.
We just saw always so special for any rookie. The first touchdown.
I mean, very first play for our offense is a 75-yard touchdown. Or was that an 80-yard touchdown?
And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Point after here coming up.
Mr. Automatic Johnson.
And the Chargers grab a 7-0 lead.
And yeah, 80-yard run. No big deal. I guess that's one way to start the game.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense?
They might run it to the top half of the screen there.
Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give
The
them a rest.
Cyber looking pretty good here early on.
Gain of 3, second down.
Okay, I don't want to bring money into it, but I'm going to. You know what your best contract negotiations are?
I put out a box score and the opening day depth chart on the new website, which is going to follow this particular franchise. Catchwithnoarms.blogspot.com. If you want to check that out, go for it.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles.
And Bortles throws that one out. And it's going to go back to our offense.
That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes the Jags defense as they get back out there. And last time out they got scored against. Their offense hasn't given them any help to this point. So maybe they need a stop here.
A stop obviously would be nice. Not critical at this stage of the game. But one of the things that you want to find out from your defense, are you really ready to play? After giving up a touchdown on the last drive.
And our offense back out in the field.
We'll see if they have that spark and that bounce right here. They'll give it to him
going right back to Dilly.
And he's across the 43 extra yards to the
and after his bad game, I mean, we might as well just call it what it was. It was a bad game for Dylan Brown last game. So after that poor performance, he's certainly looking to erase memories of that. And starting the game off with an 80-yard touchdown is one way to do it.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Time running out here on the play clock.
With our
he'll look to throw.
Incomplete pass to Jordan Pribble. And I mean, with Van Gordon being out, that really limits our offense, our passing game, because, you know, he's our number 2 guy. So, I mean, Pribble's good, Steve's pretty good, but Marshall Brown is going to be playing out of position on some of those 4 receiver sets, and maybe even Eric Sutton at times. So it's going to be very important that Dylan Brown remains effective on the ground going forward, for the next few weeks at least.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Time in the pocket. That's going to go to Steve Lunan, who gets the first down.
He's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across.
It really is down to Steve to pick up this game. Like, Pribble's got to uptick it, but especially Steve, because Steve's at the new spot where Pribble was. And Pribble was always pretty active in our offense anyway. And here comes Dillon again. He's going to get 3 or 4.
And set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality
Zach Kimball
for the game.
Getting a rush here. 7 yards for him.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
3rd and 1. I think you run it again.
Pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
Just keep it going.
Has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder,
Marshall at the slot position.
Through contact or trash, makes it a lot
So
easier to stay
Billy
upright,
and
see
Rick.
the field and make a run as we just saw
4 receivers down at the bottom, and that's going to be delay of game.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
And that's going to be 3rd and 6, turning it into a definite passing situation.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap is
and that's down the field. And that's an interception. Wow. Jalen Ramsey picks it off. He took a shot down the field. We saw that work last game with Eric Thompson once. And did not work out this time to our favor.
And there wasn't a big run back associated with it. Really, this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And that was one of those forced interceptions, though. So, I mean, it's not like it was a drive killer. We were 3rd and 6 and had to pass it. And chances of us converting there were only like 50%. So, honestly, you give them bad field position. Like he just said, it's not as bad as a result as his box score will say later on. So.
There for the tackle.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run.
And our defense right here, I doubt the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to score here.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Now the hook up here to
Robinson gets a few there.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
3rd and 1. If I'm dumb, I just give it to Ivory, have him put his head down.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer.
Gavin Breezy on the tackle.
Setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles.
It looks like we're bringing a lot of people. And Chris Ivory does get that 1st down.
Sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Hayden Klein on the tackle.
No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, Chris Ivory is awesome. I like him a lot.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Back to the ground on 1st down. Again, Ivory.
Honestly, in real life, I'd love to see Chris Ivory and Melvin Gordon on the same team. Melvin Gordon's got that quick 1st step. Ivory's kind of got that bruiser mentality. So.
And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback.
I think it'd just be cool. I'm a Giants fan, so a lot of that goes back to the whole Ron Dane, Tiki Barber, Brandon Jacobs, and Ahmad Bradshaw, where I like to have like a quick running back and then a power back behind him, you know.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, I mean, those are the running backs I grew up watching. So.
7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Play action.
Play action. Plenty of time in the pocket. Gets it down the field, and Hearns drops it. He had it in his hands, but he was just hit by John Pribble, Gavin Breezy, and Dave Cano, and couldn't hold on to it. It was actually a good throw.
And he's getting a workout here.
And I think that's a roughing the punter.
Fielded at the 33.
Colin Burns picks up like 7. And Tucker getting a flag. And they're going to get
Here's Brad Nordman now.
another shot.
As he's on to punt for Jacksonville. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
Colin, wow. Good spin. Picks up about 10.
40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now San Diego getting set to go.
Here we go.
Following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
The interception.
I'm a college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
It's like a false start on Dakota Colby.
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Already, offenses look better for both sides of the field.
They'll give it to him right up the gut.
And Dylan was just cut a little too quick there. Marshall couldn't get the block down
The defense won that
in
play
time.
so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was
I
there,
think he
it was
would have
just a
had it
blink
too
of
in
an
just a
eye,
second.
and there was a loss on the play.
Dylan just took a quick little stutter step. He probably would have had daylight.
Here's a play fake.
Play action, a lot of time, and I don't know who the hell I was throwing
So
to.
a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Got Marshall, Eric, Pribble, and Lewin. No Pribble. Interesting.
They'll drop the throw.
And
He's gonna flip that
Gilly's
out to
going to
flat.
get the
It's
screen,
complete. He'll
go
wind up
nowhere
being
with it.
stopped for no gain,
That was just a
and it'll
security
lead to a
play.
4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't
We're
have
gonna
that
putt
on their
it.
play sheet. So
3 it out.
Go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And
That's a
that'll hit
touchback.
in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last time out, they had to punt the football away.
And they got a
Anything
phone
positive
call.
possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
All right, that's my mom seeing if I want to go to the Berg. I'd answer, but and Brock Kutza, after 3 sacks in the first game, gets another one there.
Losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. So here's 3rd and 20, and with a long yardage, defense going with a nickel look. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and 8.
down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Take it at the 37.
And Burns gets hit
One
because of the
quarter
too much.
in the books. The Chargers are on top. EA Sports NFL
Been a pretty
Sunday
competitive game
returns
so far.
Following this.
No complaints really, except for the one interception, which, like I said, wasn't really as bad as it's going to look going forward.
Is brought to you by Gatorade, the Sports Fuel Company.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10.
That's going to be a wraparound to Pribble.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
He's going to make some noise with
Cuts
it.
it out to the sideline. And he takes it in for
He got a touchdown.
A big
Wow.
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
Is anyone expecting a wraparound? I mean, when one of my testing games, Van Gordon did the same thing. And with Pribble being his replacement.
For a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them.
I mean, that's just one of our dangerous plays, I guess.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
And that's the second time we've had one play when we score on it. A 57-yard run here. Earlier it was an 80-yard run. And I mean, our running game looking dangerous here early on.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one
Dowden
away.
kicks it.
Now the return, Rashad Green. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Troy on the tackle. 12-yard return.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And
wow. John Pribble and Troy Fichette both there. Stuffing the play action run.
And now it's 2nd down. 2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Jacksonville needs to start making noise here soon before they lose grip on the game here.
Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Looking left side and
Julius Thomas picks up like 13 yards.
Is the pickup there, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and
Chris
getting it to
Ivory
the
should be
open
getting
man.
it here
That's
for
good
a
recognition there, and having that what he did
run.
after the catch.
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Our defense continues to look really impressive. In the play action, he gets it out, he throws it away.
He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys.
It'd be interesting if they faked it here. I don't think they would, not in this
made it very
position.
difficult for them throughout the half.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. A call for a fair catch.
Fair
and
catch
it's
to
made
Burns.
At about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating
You've
for
had
the
two
defense,
one-play
what's their
drives.
mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well,
Honestly, I'd rather see long drives that end in touchdowns instead of those quick ones. And wow, Dillon gets hit behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty much all of Dillon's yards came on that one run. He has 5 rushes for 80 yards now.
And we'll see how determined they are.
Dante Fowler just made a play that he could be really proud of there. Nice tackle for loss. And what a relief it is for him to be back on an NFL field after missing his entire rookie season with a knee injury.
I think the entire defensive unit is relieved that he's out there. They'll set up a throw.
Wow, that was a dangerous play.
Already with one
Threw it right into the arms of the
there.
cornerback there.
The name of the game is always on defense. Put pressure on the
That would have given the
exactly
Jacksonville Jaguars tremendous field position.
That would have been the second interception.
Eric Thompson at the slot.
So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They'll look to throw here. to the flat. That's complete to his
Throws it to run. That's the second time I've done that.
Yards that time, and now it's fourth
Really,
down.
I haven't done much anything with the passing game.
Catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Hell of a punt.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to beat them a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots, but we'll see.
Play action. He's brought down immediately by Juicy. That's offensive holding. I say you decline that. And they did. Awesome. Juicy just broke free and
Bortles to throw on second
destroyed
down.
him.
Throwing the slant pattern here complete.
Nice pass there. Devin
And he gets to
Yoakum,
the
Sean
29-yard line,
McIntosh.
brought down there. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his
Gavin
height.
Breezy
Sit
on the
back in the
tackle.
pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to
And I
move the
thought their
quarterback
offense
off
was
his
looking
initial
good early
spot when
on,
he
but
gets his
they
drop
just
back completed.
can't get any
When
momentum.
you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits.
Yeah, but again, our offense isn't doing anything either.
Time,
Yeah, we got 2 big plays, but outside of that, no noise.
He's got time.
Robinson makes an incredible catch there. Breezy able to knock him down as soon as he kicks
Well,
it,
the
though.
advantage certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right?
Breezy with 3 tackles.
Had to have it on
With 2
third, they got
interceptions
it.
in the first game, he's proven to be probably our #1 receiver statistic-wise.
Throwing on first
Not
down is
receiver, but
Bortles.
cornerback.
Green's got it over the middle.
Green,
And he showed
see
off
Juicy,
the
Pribble,
athletic juke.
Klein.
Good little gain there. Not a whole lot
Talon
of
on
real
the tackle.
estate, but a nice carry.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On second down,
Ivory
And he'll
gets a
get this
yard.
down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Neutral zone by the looks of things.
Now whistles
Nope,
here,
false start.
and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
And that hurts them a lot.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Saw similar things happening to us last game, where we had a couple drives that were just killed by penalties.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Surveying the field. Chargers able to get the
And number
pressure
29,
and down.
Tim Killier gets a sack.
And it's going to lead him to fourth down.
Well, how about that?
And I thought Bortles was going to be able to get out of this.
Defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the
And he had an
sack.
open receiver right there at the 45, right at the first down marker, too.
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
I think that was more of an accidental sack than anything. I think he just kind of tripped and the quarterback happened to be there. Whatever. It works. And our defense continues.
First kick 47.
Just
This one looks
be
good
great.
as well.
It's going to be a touchback.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go.
And our offense very capable of getting the big
What's
play.
the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
Another, play action on the end around.
Deep drop.
And I had all day in that pocket,
And down he goes.
but I just couldn't get anything going.
Rookie season,
Dante Fowler, that's the second time I've heard his name. He's had a good game, that's for sure.
When we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
I just don't see any open receivers down the field right here,
strong, but they're so lean they can move so quick with those
surprised.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
All right, here we go.
They'll need to get
Say run it here. Oh, play action again.
He's got time in the pocket.
And that's way down the field.
And
yeah,
it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Still only 6 yards in the passing game.
Make it sound routine, but I'm never surprised when Jalen Ramsey bats a ball away or makes a play on the football. Because watching him throughout his college career, you saw him play free safety, strong safety, cornerback, nickel slot. Why? Because he has all the gifts you're looking for. The ability to change direction, the speed to run with your fastest guys out on the perimeter, and he's almost 210 pounds. Good ability to tackle in the run game as well and deal with physical receivers such as tight ends. I thought he was one of the best athletes in the
time in the pocket.
He's the #1 player on my board, and
that is thrown away.
Faith I had in him.
And man, the passing game is just non-existent right now.
Throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Jalen Ramsey, Prince Amukamara doing their job in that secondary, that's for sure.
So he's on to punt it away.
I get time in the pocket, but I just can't find anybody open down the field.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line.
Pretty decent field position here for the
Jaguars.
Jaguars.
Offense as they get
honestly, at this point, I'm hoping to make noise.
Scoreboard, certainly needing to
Our defense looks pretty OP right now.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Ivory. Wow. 3-4 yards.
Look pretty, but more for style points as the real estate
looked better than it actually was, that's for sure.
A group effort there. A bunch of Charger defenders there to make the stop.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down.
It's going to go to Lewis, who doesn't get too far. Mercedes Lewis? Is that who it is?
And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Either Mercedes or Marvin. One or the other.
They were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop.
Devin Yoakum was there almost immediately to bring him down with a big tackle.
Just like they do it in practice.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd.
Pass.
On 3rd down, Bortles. To the right
Julius
side here,
Thomas, who picks up the first down.
And he's able to take it across
Bortles,
midfield
10 for
before
16,
going
100
out of
yards.
bounds.
I mean, you can't really ask for too much more out of your
before the
QB.
game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time.
More than anything, I think it's been more of their offensive line letting up sacks.
And now we know exactly why.
And that was a false start. It looks like the right guard.
Take advantage of it.
So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15.
Doesn't look like a blitz is imminent here. But there was. No shit. Chiefs gets him down.
Scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't
probably a passing
so
situation here in the next couple of plays.
The run game, spread things out and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse
down the field.
So far.
And Thomas had it and dropped it. Let's see here what happened. Holding on the offense. Do you decline that or accept it? They accepted it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
I think you go 3rd and 16, but apparently they like the. You never know if they're going to bust out a big passing play and give them another chance to find it.
Over the middle to
Yeah, I mean, now it's 3rd and what? 3rd and 10. I'll take 3rd and 10 over 3rd and 16 any day, so looks like that doesn't really work out for us. We need to stop here. Play action, a lot of time in the pocket. And that's an interception by Gavin Breezy. The man who had 2 interceptions in game 1 gets up his 3rd here in game 2.
This is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Receiver was just not ready for that ball. Breezy takes advantage.
And the Chargers coming out of the
right now, he has an early pick for Defensive Player of the Game in Game 2. Ultimately, I sided with Juicy for the Defensive MVP for Game 1. I didn't realize that he had 10 tackles. So, I know in the game I said it was a tie between him and Gavin and Hayden, but Juicy had an all-around more definitive impact, so I gave him the MVP.
A coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to
play action, no time in the pocket, and then brought down immediately.
Jared Odrick in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense and kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape.
And Hewitt just blew that assignment. That's all there was to it.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Steve in the slot.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finding time.
He's
going to
doing
hit his man
again.
out of the backfield. Complete. 4 yards
That's
on
4th
the pickup,
down.
and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Will Monday now. He's been terrific so far.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense,
that's a big sky punt.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Looked like they had something going last
2 minutes.
drive. Then the interception happened.
I said last game, our defense likes to break down under 2 minutes. So we'll see if it happens again here.
They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part.
Alec Hearns breaks free. Breezy's going to tackle him, I think. Nope. He breaks free, and that's a big-time play. 78-yard touchdown. The big play is an epidemic here.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
None of the touchdowns by the offense have been under 50 yards at all this season.
I'm taking that from their bench because finally,
you see,
right before the half,
McIntosh and Yoakum couldn't bring him down.
Maybe they can use that to kick.
Neither one of them were in position to make a good tackle, though, so not really on them.
And now in the second half, if they can just tighten,
just a beautiful play call more than anything.
Everything they're doing, and it maybe explode at the right time.
And now it's a one-possession game. But
and that one makes it 14-7.
You know, we're gonna have the ball here with a minute to go and all timeouts. So maybe our offense could answer back.
That'll be taken in the
Breeze is going to kneel it in the end zone for a touchback.
He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now San Diego getting set to go.
Our passing game non-existent here through the first half.
Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll try and start this drive
time.
in the air.
Runs and throws, and that was into defense. just not a good game. Dylan Brown has 3 receptions. Eric Thompson has 1. Outside of that, I don't think anybody has done anything.
Game for the guy throwing the ball. Already thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now
I've been very lucky, and a couple of these throws should have been interceptions. You can't be missing Van Gordon this much.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And gives it to Marshall.
Complete to the tight end. It'll be a pickup of just 2.
He gets 2
and
yards.
All of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And I really don't know what's going on. I don't know if Amukamara and Ramsey are just really locking down Thompson and Fribble that much. But we haven't been able to make any plays down the field. And I said earlier that Thompson had the reception. It was actually Noonan, if I recall right. And Fribble! Did he stay in bounds? He did. Fribble will take that, and that's our offense coming to life, maybe a little bit.
You know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route
You cannot rely on getting those lucky runs every game.
Because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Just under 50% passing. And that's back quickly to Marshall Brown. We've had more passing offense in the last 20 seconds than we have the entire rest of the first half. Insane. Here we go. Another shot here to keep this drive going. We have 1 timeout left.
They'll look to throw again.
To Dylan Brown. Expect a no huddle here.
He'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Dylan Brown, 4 receptions, only 9 yards. He's just been kind of the security blanket down there. Apparently we're gonna huddle it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
And we are in Damian Johnson's field goal range right here. I know that's insane. We're at the 36-yard line, and that shouldn't be considered an automatic, but with him it is. And Steve catches
outside. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline.
Look at Steve here. He's been targeted a couple times now here today.
Foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
We should be able to play 1 more before the field goal.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
I say go for it. If we got weapons who could get down the field, try to let them get it.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
It's going to be the Noonan, and he's going to call a timeout with 1 second left. Just lucky. And our offense started coming alive there for that drive.
Out of timeouts from here forward. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal.
Steve Noonan, 3 receptions for 31 yards. That makes him one of my more effective receivers today. And Damian should be automatic here.
And his kick is indeed good.
And no surprise
so
he
reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report.
Let's go ahead
Take it
and
away,
skip
Larry.
this.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to
Here
get
we go.
right back
We get
to
the
it.
ball first.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Gavin's just going to take the kneel here.
This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on
We've been awesome so far.
Attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see when we kick it off in the 2nd
only
half.
17 rushing yards since that 80-yard rush to start the game.
So much of the game today We're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination.
Kind of what happened to Jamal Charles last game, if you recall.
Strong safety position now
He
more
had
than
the 80-yard
ever is a hybrid
early on and only finished with 130.
Covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make the
Rick had it, but drops it because of the hit.
A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down.
Now we have two options here: a short, quick pass,
on second down,
or a running play.
To convert here on third.
Either or should have a good chance of picking up the first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw, and he couldn't.
Marshall catches it, drops it.
Incomplete.
Didn't have a first down either way.
Reliable, usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's Will Monday now, as he's on for the 5th time here today.
Another busy day for Corey.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch signaled for.
Solid field position for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the notice boards.
Interesting.
Stop them defensively. Get
see
the ball
Bortles, 194 passing yards.
Let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right?
The running game started off pretty effective, but has since kind of stagnated.
Did exactly what they wanted.
Both teams with about 200 yards in offense.
50%. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. To the right side here.
Julius Thomas.
He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
Sean with the tackle.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Quiet day for Sean McIntosh.
On first down, this is Ivory.
Chris Ivory busting through.
Down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Devin Yoakum smacking him.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking.
And a rare drive that goes into the red zone here. Let's see if they could take advantage.
In this case, we got a guy who's quick and fast.
Bortles kind of throws it at his knees.
The tight end Julius Thomas, the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10.
Bortles has space on that right side of the field.
And he's got
he is going to run.
Here. And they'll bring him down.
Brock knocks him down.
Line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll
Bortles
make it
picks up 9
1.
there. Give it to Ivory. Let him put his head down.
Back on the field.
There it is.
Here on 3rd and 1.
Ivory goes down at the 5.
Before he's tackled at the 5. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up for.
And if they don't get a touchdown here, it could be crucial.
On that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed
Bortles just threw it where he knew nobody except for maybe his receiver could get it.
Give it to Ivory.
Ivory gets knocked down behind the line of scrimmage by Smithers.
That's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And Brock
Not
keeps
only
it.
was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Bortles now on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
And that's a touchdown to Robinson.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And this is anybody's game now.
Have cut it back within a score.
Trying to make a comeback often appears
Bortles
daunting,
has been looking
but
very
the
good.
only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about
And that was
getting
the first real drive that we've really seen that resulted in a touchdown for either team in the first 2 games. I like to see that a lot more often, preferably from our team.
This is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
A 9-play drive. See if our team can answer back in a similar drive.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Kneel it.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll give it to him right up the gut.
Dilly.
And he'll be tackled.
Looks like 12.
At about the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
It's been the tale of two tapes here between us and them. Their passing game has looked very effective. Our running game has looked very effective. Their running game, I mean, that running game for them just turned into something good, so we can only hope that our offense responds in time. And Pribble. Pribble's second touchdown of the game. The first one coming off a run, the second one coming off a catch. Both of them were 50-plus yards. Wow.
And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game.
We got us a 10-point game again. 2 plays, 75 yards.
Concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
The big play. That's what our offense is all about, apparently. You know, we don't have the guys who are really bruisers. You know, Marshall Brown is like Marshall Brown and Austin Van Gordon are really our 2 guys who are like the grind them out receivers.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
But we continue to go for the big play.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up,
let's see if the Jacksonville Jaguars can keep riding that momentum that they got from last drive.
Punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying
Ivory hit back for about a yard. Oh, that was for a loss by Juicy. Juicy keeps playing strong.
Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they
surprisingly,
can
Troy Fichette has been very quiet after the first almost 2 games now. Through the first game and a half, I should say. He hasn't made too much noise. Forced a fumble in game 1. But
given 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after
look at Ivory, he's averaging 3-4 yards a carry.
Throwing his
been effective, not strong, but effective.
And this is going to be
that was tipped by Canone.
Rashad Green, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot, and that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Burns gets like 10
yards on the return that time, and possession will switch.
Wow, what a good graphic.
First and 10. And now
Let's put that behind the player.
And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense,
see how he did here.
Get into a good rhythm.
Gonna run it.
A little more bounce in and out of the
Philly
hole.
gets
You can
5.
see the sideline really get into the game. So
good game for Dylan, though. He's always averaging like 12 yards a carry.
Get the advantage back. Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if
both
they
teams'
dial it up this
offenses
drive.
look pretty good.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here.
Finally, Eric Thompson gets involved. I think that's his first catch after he got 9 in the first game.
Gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think
See if
that's
they
a
tell
big
us.
pickup for a first down,
Yeah.
because when you run a drag route against zone,
Isn't that crazy?
asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
I think he had 14 or 15 targets in the first game.
Executed it to perfection. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a
Yeah,
modest
Dylan's
gain.
looking at 12 yards to
7
carry
yards
right
on
now.
the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary.
Thompson again.
The strong safety position ended up making the tackle.
Our offense looking good here so far this drive. I hope I didn't jinx it,
Defensive back,
but
combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker.
and 2
make the
receptions
stop.
for 13. That's 213. That's his birthday.
The guy can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Dylan gets
And
3
able
or
to push his
4.
way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be
You see the
2nd and
difference
6.
there between
Now, you
Dylan's
see
game
these
last week and
numbers,
today.
And a week ago when he struggled, it just seemed like everyone was, the world was closing in on him when he was
2 yards
into
a
the
carry
football.
last
Here,
week.
the hole seemed to be
12
opening up.
this week.
And last week it appeared that he was running against 13 or 14 guys, didn't it? And I think last week they just couldn't get in sync. Blockers, him, no matter what. It was almost like if they
Couple
blocked
more
it
there.
well, he picked the wrong hole to run through. If he picked the right hole to run through, there was just no hole really. People would swarm and knock him down. So what we're seeing this week is everything together, got it figured out, and he just seems sharper. I don't know if it's a better week of preparation.
You got
or
Steve
what
in the
went
slot.
into it, but he looks like the guy we know.
Play clock winding
Marshall
down.
and Kurt Epprecht in the backfield. Kurt is open, and I missed the throw.
But incomplete.
Kurt was open. Definitely had a first down if we could just make the completion, but we fail. And Damian Johnson's
So
going
out
to get
comes
some
the
more
field goal
work here.
team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this
Do
one
not
from
complain about
48
how
yards
Damian's
away.
done today or last week.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that sets the lead up to 13.
Damian continues
So it
being
goes
a
down
strong
as an
option at
8-play
the kicker.
drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Nice kick.
This is taken at his 4. And he's
Ramsey
all the
with a
way
nice
up
return.
across the
All the way to
40,
the 42.
and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard.
They need a
While no one
touchdown.
wants
We
hit
need
the
a
panic
defensive
button just
stop.
yet. Points are a necessity on this drive.
This drive is
What a great
crucial,
way
I
to get
think,
set
to
up.
how this game
And
will
out now
play out
comes Jacksonville
ultimately.
as they get ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you
We had pressure on the QB. Good
Good
coverage by Sean McIntosh.
Does that guy get on the field in this drive?
Nothing happened.
Punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Brock was in there.
So they're still at the
He
original
would have waited a
line
half
of
a
scrimmage
second.
here.
I think
Second down
Brock
and
would have had
10.
himself a sack. Sack number 5 on the season. Brock and Talon, I mean not Talon, Brock and Gavin have been picking up some impressive numbers with the sacks and interceptions, respectively. See Gavin and Talon on the tackle there.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some
Bortles has time.
hitting your tight end on that one.
He misses his target.
Incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hearns that
might have been a missed pass interference call. Saw contact with the receiver. I didn't see who, but it was right there, right in the middle of the field.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as
bad
well.
Punt.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Our offense looked good last drive.
Getting set to go.
Wasn't from missing that one throw to Curtis Everett. He might have had might have made some noise. Let's not settle for 3. Let's put the nail in the coffin. We couldn't do it last week. We haven't been able to do it yet this week. I'd like to see it happen. Zach Kimball gets the run. Gets a few yards there. He hasn't ran the ball much, but when he has, he's definitely been effective.
About what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Fullback, one of those positions that just doesn't get a lot of love. A lot of his value comes from the pass block. And nice catch there for Rick.
I know they don't like to hear
his third reception of the week, and that is his 12th of the season.
Your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football, and getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he's still
Steve on the opposite end there.
They'll give it to him right
We're
up
going
the
to give it
gut.
to Dylan, who
Not much room here
might get the first down.
To about the 30. Give him a
4th
couple
and
on the
inches.
run as it brings up a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands that can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Time running out here on the play clock. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And where will this be spotted?
Wow, 46-yard line.
The side judge says it went out just across midfield. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away.
One of those 50-50 balls. I like seeing the balls that he had to throw that.
But the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in.
Why not?
And tip it away.
With 2 scores away, why not try to get one real quick?
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles.
Julius Thomas still having a strong game.
And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle.
And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. 13-point game. And it's really, although we had the edge, it's anybody's game.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
No defensive touchdowns yet.
And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them.
2 touchdowns from Jordan Tribble. Touchdown by Dylan. On the other side of the ball, he got a couple of passing touchdowns.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Underneath, Ivory.
Chris Ivory gets a catch. It's more just a security blanket more than anything.
Don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
Troy has been very quiet. So is our entire defensive line this game. You haven't heard Curtis Smithers' name too much either.
Pretty good deal.
False start, offense.
False start on Parnell.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now Bortles again. And that one got
He had
tipped,
time in the
threw
pocket,
everything off.
and instead of
Brings up third.
finding his man,
Well, we're not playing 3
he
yards
threw it
in the
into a guy
clock
who had
does
double
football
coverage.
anymore. I
Breezy
gotta
almost
get
had
why those
another
old school
interception.
Coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Just a good play there. I don't know why John Tribble was getting selected. He was there, but he wasn't really involved on the play.
And looked like some movement there.
False start on their
Let's get the
center.
call.
False start. Offense.
These fouls have
And the
been
defense
drive
in an
killers.
envious
They might have been
position here
in
after that penalty by the offense. It's now
pretty good
30-20.
position. They not have 2 false starts.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles.
Bortles has to throw that away. He had guys coming from 3 different directions. There's no way he was getting anything out.
The defensive coordinator
I think they got to
came
go
into
for
this
it.
game with a plan to get to the quarterback
Maybe they
with
punt it for
whatever
him.
type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Let's see here. A lot of pressure in that pocket.
Here's Brad Nordman now.
Our defense hasn't been getting consistent pressure on the quarterback, but we've been able to do it when it matters most.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to
A lot of
cover
bad
this one.
punts here today.
And picked up by the Chargers.
Wow.
Out comes this field general
Collins
once more, leading his
swats
offense
it
back
instead
onto
of
the
catching
field. And after a rough start, as we
Wow.
take a peek at the
You see?
numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So
A little bit
often
better
when you
since
see a
then,
game
but
start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all.
early on
That's
it was
exactly
looking
what
very
he's
bad.
done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy is
So he
struggled.
gets the line of
And now
scrimmage.
he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff
about it.
right there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Our passing game has been
Brandon,
very
he's had a
weak,
great
very
day, and
inconsistent.
sometimes that just
The
happens.
running game,
It is the NFL. They
I mean,
will
you
make
take
some
away the
plays
80-yard
against you.
run. I mean, you take away all the big plays from my offense, and I think honestly that's the difference. But I mean, that's
And
what
the
this,
offense
that's
behind the
how this
chains
team
here,
was
a touch
created.
on
You know, a lot of
2nd and 11.
speed, good blockers.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll drop to throw.
And Tribble.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls
How?
it in. 12 yards there as they
Tribble
move the
showing his
chains.
hands.
On some of these plays, you know what they're really a
What a
product
catch.
of? Really good scouting. Big, tall receiver, play to his strengths, put the ball up there, and let him take it on a fade.
I don't know how he did it, but he did it. First down.
Play clock winding down. And they'll go on the ground. He can't bring him down.
And Dylan.
The weight room does work.
Wow.
And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe.
Continues to have a
a
strong
first,
game.
and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Passing situation
He's
now.
going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Rick, Steve, Marshall.
And the play clock's running down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Time in the
He's got
pocket.
time. And he will find
Hits
his
Tribble
man
again.
route complete.
Last week it
Really
was
nice
Eric
pickup of
Thompson.
14 yards,
This
and he
week it's
moves
been
his
Jordan
sticks.
Tribble.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark.
Said he had to
because
step up,
They really needed to
and he
stop
certainly
them, didn't
has.
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to
We're in
create a
field goal
turnover or a
range.
takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Dylan gets 5.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And their team has 200 rushing yards.
Space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And
Flag.
he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Holding
Holding. Offense.
on us. On Steve.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw.
And Prince Amukamara picks it off.
Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
Second interception of the day for Jeffrey Thompson.
28-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do.
No
that goes
interceptions
wrong.
last game,
Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to
two
go with
this
the
game.
football. And at this level, uncertainty equals
And just a good play by
turnovers. And this one
Amukamara.
winds
Tribble
up being intercepted.
probably had that if he didn't catch that.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense?
They need a touchdown
The
here.
defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their
Hayden
defense
with a
out,
big
give them
hit.
a bit of rest.
Yeah, time
He's
to
been
definitely
quiet
give him
today.
a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. 5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. On second down, here's Bortles. And Green with a catch left side. And
Bunch
he'll
of
bring
people
it
there
up
on the
here
tackle.
right at the
I think
40-yard
Talon did
line.
most of the work.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On first down, Bortles. Lee's got it over the
Wow,
middle.
what a play.
And he's brought down. It'll go as a
Tricky
gain
Troy's
of
there to bring
12.
him down
And
immediately,
the
but
Jags are
they
gonna
get the
have a
first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Bortles now on first down. It's caught right side. It
The
turns.
strong drive keeps
And he's
going.
brought down.
It's all or
And
nothing for them
13
this
yards
drive,
there on
and
the
they're
play and a
definitely
fresh set of downs.
trying their best. Hard to say who's got the upper hand. If they score a touchdown here,
5 wides in the
then they only
game.
need to
4
stop
of
to
them
get
the
themselves
right
in position to
side.
have a game-winning drive.
On
Our
first
defense
and
really
10,
needs to pick
here's
it up here.
Bortles, surveying the field.
And Tricky Troy gets to the quarterback.
This time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And he had 2 men blocking him. He just bullies his way to the quarterback. Hard to do anything against Troy. He's been getting double teamed all day. That's probably opened up Brock Kutsa a
Bortles to
lot.
throw on second down. To the right side here. The
Julius
tight end
Thomas catches it.
Give him 9 on the play, and that's
No,
going to lead to a
they
third
can't
down.
afford it
And
just
there's
coming up with a
completion to
field
the
goal
tight
here.
end. And look at the size of these
They
players
really need a
nowadays.
touchdown.
At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better
He's
athleticism.
got time,
great
holding by
hand-eye
looks of things.
coordination, guys who know how to control their
And he
bodies
caught
when
it.
they're running their routes.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Offense.
But it's a holding call, and it turned out to be incomplete anyway. That holding call gets him out of.
And now on 4th down, Gus Bradley will turn it over to the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way.
They lucked out
but
there.
It does get over the bar. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least
But
something.
they wasted a lot of
So
time
lead
off the
back down
clock,
to 10 as
and
things
they're
get a
still
little
2
more
possessions
interesting,
shy.
And the kick is away. This one taken
Collins going to
just
get the first
inside
kick
the
return
10.
of anybody on our team.
And a nice return sets him up pretty
Gets it
good
to
here
30.
at the 30-yard line. Here's the Jaguars defense as they get ready to set up shop. They had the interception last time, led to a field goal.
And kept points off the board against them as well. What a great way to end a drive. Take it away and set your
Jacksonville
offense up
needs
to
a
put
pick
points
6
on the board themselves.
or
The
a
only
quick
thing would have
3
been
and
better,
out.
a touchdown. Now they'll be looking to get the stop and lead to that here on the next drive.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the
Still
few
in
times
fights
here
to the
today,
last
this
scrimmage,
one's not
but-
going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
See that.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's
Passing
had a heck of a
game's
game,
starting
and
to
maybe
come
he's
to
getting a little
life,
bit
but
tired
their running
from how
game
many times he's carried
has
the
looked
ball.
good in
But I
flashes,
always think back to what all those old
but
coaches say.
ultimately
The ball's
our-
not that heavy.
Our
Keep
front
carrying it,
4,
kid.
Here we go.
our linebackers
They'll
and the
need to
front
get the
3,
play
I
out
mean,
quickly.
our
Now he'll
safeties
look to throw
stuff
here
the
on
run
2nd
too
and 10.
effectively.
To the sideline, and oh, a
That was
nice
to Dilly.
catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility
And
there
I
with
throw
a
it to the
toe
Brown
tap.
Bros,
No doubt about
but
it. It's like he'd learned to ballet
was
school.
just
Got
checking
the
it to
toes
both of
down
them, really.
and stayed in bounds. Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that
Corey
on that
kicks
play. They
that
didn't get
to
the
the
first
end
down,
zone.
but
That's a
they're taking care of the
touchback.
ball well.
Yeah, and being
And that
rightly
3 and out
cautious with
was
that lead
exactly
here
what
in the second
Jacksonville
half.
needed.
And
It's
out
really
now
down
comes
to the next drive or
Jacksonville
2
as
for
they
them.
get ready to go. And tough to
They
win
need
games
either a
if you're
big
going
play
field goal,
or a
field
long
goal.
drive
They
and
got
then
field
an
goal
onside
last
kick.
time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Outside of
Look
that,
for the big chunk now, because
they might be
as you
they might
noted,
be
the
done.
field goal way of doing it makes it that
Their
much
window
harder.
is
More pressure on
definitely
every
starting to
possession for you
close.
now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks.
Plays like
See if
that
they
will
can get the
help,
score.
but
It's
they're
a
also
gain
going
of
to
5
burn out
on
the
play,
clock.
and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's something they do not
good
have a
start
lot
there on
of.
1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt
Hearns
about it.
certainly
Down
has had a
couple
good
of
game, though.
scores, they have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays, that will be the key to this drive.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made
Thomas
sure the
catches
feet
it.
were inbounds, and they were.
He gets out of bounds.
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. They run with their short yardage man, Ivory.
Man, they got to go for it
here.
here.
Brings up 4th.
They really do.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game.
It's all
You don't
down to
totally
this play,
abandon it,
really,
but
for
you try
them.
and give it a little bit of help.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
If we stop them here, we're in field goal range.
Now
Make it a
Bortles
2-touchdown
gotta have
game.
this
And
one.
they get it. They get it.
Burns.
Hearns
It's a gain
is having a
6 on
hell
the
of a
play,
game.
And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly
Should be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Like I said, they're wasting a lot of valuable time.
Deep for Thomas.
Julius Thomas has been beasting.
He takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy
8 catches for 96 yards.
Yard line. And look at the numbers, a repeat performance. It seems right now it doesn't matter how many guys they're going to put on him, he's going to catch the football.
And when you hit that zone, and that's what he's in right now, where
Breezy gets his
everything is
4th
working
tackle
well
there
for him, and I think it's in combination with what the offense coordinator's doing. He's a primary target. He looks at his play sheet, knows he wants to get him the football, and has designed some routes effective for the last 2 weeks. He's really been fun to watch.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Bortles.
Robinson.
By Robinson. And he's brought down after a good game.
They're going to no huddle it here.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They need the touchdown right now.
And now they're in the hurry up. To throw is Bortles. He's got time in the pocket.
He throws it away.
He just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Second down now after the incompletion.
See Troy there, poised to end this.
Back to throw, Bortles. Finding time.
And he
he
throws
just
it away
chucked
again.
that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach.
Bortles almost 50
Wise
passing
call not to take a
attempts.
sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
With our defense, I'm confident. There's always the opportunity. And Shaw, Devin Yoakum breaks that one up.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but
4th and 10 on the 11th.
Interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down, but things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
And yeah, they're going to kick it here, and I'm sure they're going to go for the onside kick.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the drive will wind up yielding
this onside
3.
kick could mean
so you knew
do or
one
die.
way or another that you needed 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll need to get the ball back.
So, Brandon, the question is, how do you accomplish that? You can onside kick it, but remember, since you've got all 3 timeouts, you can still kick it deep and try to play defense.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover.
We get it.
Getting set to go again.
Jordan Cribble falls on it.
Onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Dylan's been effective all game. Even that second, even the second part of that graph there
instead of the linebackers being back a few
wasn't
yards, you bring them up
bad
closer. It's what we call
performance.
mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him.
And now the Jags defense deciding to
they
call
really
a
need to,
timeout. Just a yard on the first down carry,
but we're in
so
field
it's
goal
2nd and
range.
9.
They need to force a turnover. I mean, with Damian Johnson, we're in field goal range from 42 yards inward.
That
so
brings up second down here. Now a handoff here to his running back.
And we're definitely in there now.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Should be another running play.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fall forward
Dylan
to the
gets about a yard.
29-yard line. 2 yards on the
But
pickup there. It's
Damian should put the nail in the coffin here with his leg. Make it a 10-point game, a 2-possession game. Although anything can happen.
So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
It should be an easy one here. 48-yard field goal.
And this one is right down the middle.
Yeah.
And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So
Damian,
barring something
another 9-point
extraordinary,
performance.
something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return
a
this
big
one
play.
as it's
Like,
through
that's
the
the
end
only
zone
way they're
for
going
a
to be able to do
touchback.
anything. They need to look for that big play. The defense, I'm sure, is going to come out with plenty of defensive backs to do anything they can to stop it from happening.
Now Bortles.
He's got time.
And he
Throws it
just
away.
gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10.
Bortles is going to
And
scramble.
some room to work. And he's brought down. That would
Julian
go for
Taylor gonna be there on the
16, and
tackle.
drive will continue. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And that's one way to pick up the first down.
And with just over 40 seconds now
spike it.
remaining, he gets up and spikes it.
With 40 seconds left, they really need to look for that big play. They need to hope for an onside kick.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down.
The likelihood
And he
is
takes a shot on the
minimal.
release as this will
Curtis
be
Smithers
incomplete.
is hitting him
He
as
was
he
looking
threw
for
it.
Chris Ivory that time. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Gavin
And
almost
it's
had an
knocked
interception
away
there to
and
end the game.
incomplete.
Wow.
I like the boldness, and I
4th
like
and
that they
10.
took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get
It's
a
all
hand
down
in
to
and
this
knock it away.
play. Gavin just shut down number 2 corner.
The 3 straight incompletions, they
He has
don't
been
care. That hasn't
fantastic.
dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Bortles got to have this one. And no,
And he misses.
incomplete. They had to go for it
Breezy
with such
again,
little time
locking him
remaining.
down.
And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
And
So
I'm
they
expecting
really
a
needed
knee
points here in a
and the
two-score
game to
could
end.
not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
And yep, we're going to take the knee here and end the game.
Victory very much in sight.
And that is
now
it.
as they'll take a knee.
30 to
That's
20.
gonna go as a loss of a yard,
And
it'll be
we're going to
second
take
down.
this one to the happy zone. Game 2, MVP for offense, Jordan Pribble. MVP for defense, Gavin
All right,
Breezy.
they keep the positive
Pretty
momentum
simple
going
there.
now, wins in consecutive
Game
weeks.
2's in the books,
They talked
2-0.
to us this week about
I
having
don't
the
know who we're
mojo,
facing next week,
continuing to win,
but
putting wins
check
together,
in.
stacking attacking them. They were able to
Box
get that
score
done today.
will be in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
To 2-0.
Good
They
job.
hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis
They're
Colts.
facing the Colts next
Meanwhile,
week.
for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.
Good night, everybody.